Well, this is an extraordinary story this evening. It's not as big a shock as it might be in a normal week, but Roman Abramovich, the owner of Chelsea since 2003, is stepping away, at least for now, from control of the club. He's made a very rare statement tonight. He's never given an interview about Chelsea, not even to Chelsea's in-house media, hardly been at Stamford Bridge in recent seasons at all. This is his statement. During my nearly 20-year ownership of Chelsea FC, I've always viewed my role as a custodian of the club, whose job it is ensuring that we are as successful as we can be today, as well as build for the future, while also playing a positive role in our communities. I've already taken decisions with the club's best interest at heart. I remain committed to these values. That is why I am giving trustees of Chelsea's charitable foundation the stewardship and care of Chelsea FC. I believe, the statement goes on, that currently they are in the best position to look after the interests of the club, players, staff and fans. The key word there might be currently. We've no idea what the timescale might be on Abramovich stepping away. He did watch a game in late autumn at Stamford Bridge, but it's the first time he's been seen there at a game for a very long time. He's had difficulties with his entry to the UK. He's had visa problems. He now has an Israeli and a Portuguese passport to help him travel around the world. And there have been many questions in the last week or so after the invasion of Ukraine by Russia about whether this oligarch should be one of the people facing sanctions from the UK government. And in Parliament on Friday, Chris Bryant, the Labour MP, used parliamentary privilege to suggest that his assets should be seized. Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister, at one point said he was already facing sanctions, but Downing Street later said that he had misspoken on that occasion. So we will just remind you about that exchange in Parliament, which came a couple of days ago as Russia prepared to invade Ukraine. And we'll just remind you of what Chris Bryant had to say. Here it is from Parliament a couple of days ago.
As part of HMG's Russia strategy aimed at targeting illicit finance and malign activity, Abramovich remains of interest to HMG due to his links to the Russian state and his public association with corrupt activity and practices. An example of this is Abramovich admitting in court proceedings that he paid for political influence. Therefore, HMG is focused on ensuring individuals linked to illicit finance and malign activity are unable to base themselves in the UK and will use the relevant tools at its disposal, including immigration powers, to prevent this. That's nearly 3 years ago, and yet remarkably little has been done in relation. Surely Mr Abramovich should no longer be able to own a football club in this country.
Well, that was the MP Chris Bryant speaking in Parliament under parliamentary privilege. We don't know. We've had nothing from Mr Abramovich about the precise reasons for his stepping down, whether he's had any indication that any sort of sanctions might be coming his way, whether he feels that it is just better for Chelsea than the current circumstances he steps away. All that would be in the realm of speculation. We'll wait till we get any news of that. And of course it comes less than 24 hours before Chelsea kick off in the League Cup final against Liverpool live on Sky tomorrow.